Hello, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into one of the most shocking developments coming out of Russia, an update that has sent waves of concern, speculation, and global reaction across the world. As tensions continue to rise and internal struggles become more visible, Russia has found itself at the center of a dramatic situation that people everywhere are trying to understand. In this video, we will unpack what happened, why it matters, and how it could change the geopolitical landscape moving forward. Stay with me, because this story is intense, fast, moving, and deeply significant. In the last 24 hours, multiple Russian sources and international outlets have reported that something unprecedented has taken place, involving internal conflict, possible military setbacks, and political turmoil. What makes this situation even more shocking is that it appears to have caught even high-ranking officials off guard. Russia, a nation that prides itself on strong central control and stability, is facing questions about its security, leadership decisions, and long-term strategy. Reports indicate that a critical location, believed to be either a key military base or strategic command center, was hit. The scale of damage has left analysts stunned, with some claiming it may be one of the most impactful blows suffered in recent months. While Russian media initially tried to downplay the incident, satellite images and eyewitness accounts suggest a far more serious situation. As footage began circulating online, you could see massive plumes of smoke rising into the air, emergency vehicles rushing to the scene, and chaos unfolding. Locals described the blast as one of the largest they have ever felt. Some even believed it could have been caused by internal sabotage or advanced precision strikes. The fact that there is still no clear official explanation has fueled speculation. Was this an accident, an attack, or something deeper? What's even more surprising is the silence from Russian officials. Instead of providing clarity, there has been tight censorship, limited coverage on state TV, and a push to remove content from social media platforms. This secrecy has only raised more suspicions, as people wonder what is being hidden from the public. At the same time, military experts are pointing to the strategic importance of the location that was targeted. If this base or facility was indeed heavily damaged, it could affect Russia's operational capabilities in certain regions. Analysts believe this could disrupt communication networks, logistics routes, or even key defense systems. What's even more shocking is the possibility that this was not an isolated event. There are rumors of secondary incidents in other regions, suggesting that something coordinated or widespread may be happening beneath the surface. Some insiders claim that disagreements within leadership are growing and factions are forming behind closed doors. Whether or not these rumors are true, it is clear that Russia is facing intense pressure both externally and internally. One of the most eye-opening parts of this story is the public reaction inside Russia. For months, citizens have faced rising prices, economic instability, and limited access to information. But now, with this dramatic event, many are openly questioning whether the government can protect them. Social media, despite censorship, is full of messages from people demanding answers, expressing fear, and even criticizing leadership, something that is rarely seen on such a large scale. Internationally, this news has captured the attention of world leaders, military analysts, and financial markets. Whenever something major happens inside Russia, it does not just affect one country, it echoes across Europe, Asia, and the global economy. Experts are now warning that we could see shifts in alliances, changes in strategy, and possibly escalation in ongoing conflicts. One of the biggest questions is whether this will lead to further instability. If this was an external strike, it could provoke a strong response. If it was internal sabotage, it could reveal cracks within the system, and if it was a failure of security or leadership, it could damage the image of strength that the government works so hard to maintain. What makes this even more intense is that recent intelligence reports have hinted at tension within the Russian military. Some commanders are reportedly frustrated with the lack of resources and high-risk decisions being made. Others are rumored to be pushing for new strategies, even if it means clashing with those in power. This latest incident could be a sign that these internal struggles are growing more serious. Meanwhile, Russia's rivals are closely watching every development. They want to know whether this is a temporary setback or the beginning of something bigger. They are analyzing movements, intercepting communications, and preparing for any possible shift in the geopolitical landscape. At the same time, allies of Russia are also concerned. If internal instability grows, it could weaken partnerships, reduce influence, and create uncertainty in regions where Russia has been heavily involved. Some are already distancing themselves, while others are offering support to maintain balance. But one thing is certain: this shocking news has changed the conversation. Let's also look at the possible scenarios moving forward. First, Russia may attempt to cover up the scale of the damage and pretend everything is under control. This is a strategy we have seen before, but it rarely works in the long run, especially when evidence begins to surface. Second, Russia might escalate operations elsewhere to shift attention and show strength. This could lead to more tensions and unpredictable consequences. Third, there could be internal changes, new leadership decisions, reorganization within the military, or even removal of officials blamed for the failure. Fourth, the situation might trigger negotiations or diplomatic moves behind the scenes, especially if the government believes stability is at risk. Which scenario is most likely? At this point, it is still too early to tell. But the fact that we are even considering these possibilities shows just how serious this development is. What makes this moment so critical is that it might mark a turning point. For years, Russia has tried to project power, discipline, and control. But this shocking event exposes vulnerabilities that many did not expect. It shows that even powerful nations can face internal challenges, surprise attacks, and political uncertainty. As the story continues to unfold, more evidence will emerge, more reactions will be heard, and more consequences will appear. Right now, the world is holding its breath, waiting to see how Russia responds. Will it rebuild stronger? Will it become more aggressive? Or will this begin a deeper crisis? No matter what happens, one thing is certain: today's events will be remembered as a major moment. A moment that forced Russia to confront its weaknesses, forced the world to reevaluate strategies, and forced us all to pay attention. In times like these, information is power. That is why staying updated and understanding the bigger picture is so important. We will continue to monitor every detail and bring you accurate, timely updates. Thank you for watching and staying informed. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and share your thoughts on this shocking news. What do you think is really happening behind the scenes? Do you believe this incident was external, internal, or something else entirely? Your opinion matters, and the discussion helps us uncover the truth. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. There is much more to come, and the next 24 to 48 hours could reveal incredible new details. Stay tuned, stay alert, and as always, thank you for being part of this channel.